Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 105, 6? 105 or 106, I think. We're the Cooker Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I'm Dave.
As you can see, we're in the same room, and we don't have Sarah with us today. She's getting COVID tested because her best friend got the vid. So she's going to get tested today.
That is the story we were told.
Yeah. She's probably fucking lying. Just like I said, holding the grudge against her now.
Maybe she's got, she murdered somebody.
Maybe
she's going to jail.
I don't know.
She's on trial.
So we're trying this new layout. We're in the same room because I'm home, came home for Thanksgiving, long drive.
Little twist. Joe's actually, this is where we do it from now on.
Yeah. I'll be home permanently.
Yeah. Joe and Shannon are now living in the buff.
Yeah. Shannon asked if we wanted her on. And like I'd said yes, and then she was like, "Well, I'm gonna take a nap," and I was like, "Okay, well then don't worry about it. Like I don't know what we're gonna really talk about if you're on."
We don't got space.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. We'd have to do it on a Zoom meeting, which would mean me downstairs again. I was like, it's pointless. Let's do it in the same room. I was looking up some stories of like Thanksgiving mishaps.
Well, we already found one last week.
We did.
Save a turkey. Stuff your mother-in-law.
Save turkey, stuff your mother-in-law. I've told so many people about that. It's been great. Where is it? The one that I really wanted to read.
I feel like this mic is hogging you.
What?
Is this mic hogging you, you think?
It is hogging me a little bit. I can turn it your way a little bit.
I'm a very soft-spoken person.
Well, your mic picks up a lot of audio.
Okay.
This thing I read while you were playing your video game just now is the time someone dropped the turkey. It says, I dropped the turkey. Stories by Debbie K. Debbie says, I dropped the turkey after rubbing olive oil all over it. I rinsed it off, rubbed the oil on again, and cooked it. Didn't tell anybody for 10 years. I just told them last year. Oh, well, didn't kill anybody or make them sick. Oh, damn. Could you imagine holding that secret for 10 years?
Well, I mean, what's the big deal? You dropped the turkey, whatever.
You rinsed it off. It's not like you if you had dropped it in the dirt, cooked it.
Yeah.
And then fed it to them. And they got sick. I would understand keeping the secret, right?
Right. Oh, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I got this turkey last week.
Right. But if you dropped it in your kitchen, right? I assume your kitchen's clean.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. And
sometimes there's dog
you
hair
don't know.
flowing around,
You drop the turkey, you rinse it off, right?
Yeah.
It's obvious.
It's just water. You just rinse it off.
Re-rub the oil, you re-lube the turkey. It seems fine. I would tell people the day of. I'd be like, yo, I dropped that turkey earlier.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
How's it taste? I'd ask everybody first, how's it taste?
Yeah. And then be like, good, I dropped it on the ground
if
5 hours ago.
Yeah. If one person was like, yeah, I don't know, it just tasted.
You gotta look like a little chunk or like a rock or something.
Yeah. I'd be like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I was just wondering,
I remember years and years and years ago, I was watching Mythbusters and they were doing their Thanksgiving special about how if you deep fry a frozen turkey, it's going to explode. And if you deep fry a wet turkey, if you don't dry off your turkey before you throw it in the deep fryer, it'll explode. That's not what I wanted to tell the story of.
Why
the story was
exploding?
Oh, because if you deep fry them, that oil is hot and it's a big vat of oil and you're dropping a frozen turkey in there. You know how if you put frozen fries or chicken wings in a deep fryer, it bubbles a little bit.
It's so big.
It's just so much, and then the oil starts overflowing, and then the fire at the bottom catches it, and it's pretty awesome. But the thing that I wanted to talk about, considering dropping the turkey, was they did a test of if you drop a turkey on a dog, will it kill the dog?
From what height?
Oven height.
Oh,
top of the stove, about to put it in the oven, oops, shit. Drop it on a small Chihuahua.
Oh yeah, easily.
I think they went as big as, I don't know how big they went up to, but they got those, they put the skeleton around or silicone or something around a skeleton.
Right.
And they dropped turkey right on it. You see this thing's spine just snap. And I'm like,
so they dropped the middle of the back, not
oh yeah, right on the dog.
Not on the head or something.
I feel like if it was dropped on the head, it might be okay. Probably
I would just be the head would just go down.
Yeah, but right on the spine, it just snaps the spine. Now Newton or Sierra that, our bigger dogs would be fine. But you have a corgi, a Chihuahua
puppy.
Yeah, they're dead. So don't drop your turkey. on your dog because you'll kill it.
Don't oil it too much to where you drop it on the ground.
Why are you oiling your turkey?
I've never made a turkey, so I don't know how it's done.
I've made several. I've never oiled them.
You gain garbage can turkey.
Well, yeah, I've never done a oven turkey.
So I don't know. We'll have to ask Mom. Well,
Maybe.
Are we doing garbage can turkey this year?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's doing a smaller turkey in the oven though.
All right. Well, then we'll just have to watch.
Actually,
Actually,
with that being said, if you're listening, so first of all, shout out. We're at 35 subscribers now. I don't think I've told Sarah yet. But yeah, we're big 35. Last week we got up to 34. Before that, we were at 33 for the longest time. So shout out to the 2 newest subscribers. No idea who you are. But we appreciate you nonetheless.
Also, TikTok popped off.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I'm sorry. Please shut the fuck up. TikTok popped off?
Yeah, I wanted to see what clip you posted.
It went off? It popped off? I didn't look.
Relax. It popped off. It was 600.
600?
I was like, oh shit. I think we have a lot of like.
Oh shit. People like poop.
Yeah, it's like the one I did with like the other one that got a lot was just the pirate's booty.
Pirate's booty. Yeah, people like butts.
Like butts and poop.
Butts and poop.
Is the thing.
Yeah, which if you're a fan of TikTok like we are, we're obsessed. Go make sure you subscribe to the Shuffle Podcast on TikTok. Or it's not follow, it's not subscribe, it's follow the Shuffle Podcast on TikTok and
follow,
check out,
subscribe.
Yeah, we post semi-weekly. If we get a good clip from this episode, we'll post it. We'll get a good clip. We'll get a good clip for sure. But yeah, it popped off, I guess. Shit, I didn't. How many likes? 9 likes. Fuck.
Yeah, we don't worry about the likes. Worry about the views.
Yeah, the views are where it's at. 2 of the likes are us, so 7 likes. Really. Probably count Sarah in there too, so maybe 6 likes. I'll take it. It's probably the most we've ever gotten.
Speaking of turkey mishaps, Thanksgiving mishaps, do we have any mishaps of our own?
I don't think we have any serious mishaps in our Thanksgiving histories or pasts.
Things went pretty smooth.
Yeah, we usually don't really have any issues. There was one that I had when I was in college. I made a garbage can turkey, and it
in college.
Yeah.
Like, were you at a house?
Yeah, it's when I had my own house. So like I had all my friends over. I had all my friends over. So when I had the Nova still. The reason I'm saying that is because it applies to the story. Now, garbage can turkey, if you don't know and you're watching this or listening to this, is you literally cook a turkey in a garbage can, like the garbage can's upside down on top of the turkey. And it's
turkey's on a stake, not on the ground.
Turkey's on the stake, and it's just like a lot of charcoal surrounding the garbage can. It just convection oven heats it in like 2 hours, 20-pound bird. It's crazy. But anyway, so I did that in college and had all my friends over. They lived across the street, had them all over. They all brought food and threw the turkey out on the stake, and it snowed that night. Like, it was intense.
Well, up in Oswego.
Yeah, big old snowstorm that night. And it was windy as hell, cold as hell. So much snow fell that night. And so the wind would blow from my backyard to the street. And we were doing the turkey like right in my side yard. So it was right in the wind path.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, we'll like put up a tarp or something. We'll try and stop the wind the best we can to keep the charcoal as hot as possible in the middle of this fucking snowstorm. And so we put a log across, or like a piece of wood across, hung a tarp. Tarp didn't do shit because the wind just blew the tarp.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me back the car up, the Nova, and park it behind the garbage can so we block the wind. And I'll park it behind the tarp. We block the tarp from moving and get as much wind protection as possible. And it worked for the most part.
So you put like car.
It was car, tarp, and then the garbage can.
Okay. I was imagining a fence.
No, there's no fence. Yeah.
Okay.
So now, mind you, this is a old car, 2-wheel drive, and it's snowing like crazy, and I'm parking it on the grass.
Yeah.
So like just not a good combination. And then it's like 2 hours. I got like probably a 15-pound bird, not a lot for 5 people, 6 people. Put it in for 2 hours, pull it back out. And when I pulled it out, it looked really good. The top was nice and crispy, really good. Get it inside, put it on the counter, legs pink as hell.
Yeah.
Like the bottom half from the dick down. It was
It's down on us.
yeah, it was very uncooked. So what we did was we chopped it in half, saved the lower half. We like threw the lower half in the oven to try and like cook it more. Didn't work. Ate the top half, tasted fine. And you may remember this. I brought the bottom half home for Thanksgiving.
I don't remember.
And I was like, here, Dad, throw this in the oven, try and cook this up. We got extra legs.
Yeah.
Didn't. I think we just threw it out. Yeah.
Well, how come it wouldn't cook in your oven?
I just don't think we had it on high enough. Like we threw the oven at like 300 or something like that. We should have really just cranked the oven on and cooked the turkey.
I thought maybe it had something to do like once it was like cooked, it's like
doesn't
I
cook
can't
anymore.
again.
No, I'm sure we just like were stupid. We were like, I don't know how to heat this up now. It was just a bad, like the snow won that night. Because when I went out there to get the turkey, like you could still hear some sizzling, but the charcoal was all completely out. Yeah. It was probably the worst Thanksgiving Friendsgiving type thing that I had. But even that, like we still had half a turkey out of it. So
Friendsgiving, we're going to one tonight.
mm-hmm.
We got a lot of food lineup.
Yeah.
We got pizza,
Mm-hmm.
apple crap.
Scoot a little bit there.
We got pizza for like the main meal,
Yeah.
and then we got apple crap, turkey dip, something like that. I don't know what that is, but
I think it's what the Keen's mom made before. It's like a ground turkey chip dip. Very good.
okay. Then there's is that it? What do you bring?
I got cookies, chips.
Cookies, chips.
You
You bring that cider that I saw downstairs for your drink?
the Tennessee Jack Daniels?
The cans, the Angry Orchard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think mostly Shannon's drinking that. I'm bringing Jack Daniels and
Oh.
and cranberry juice,
Um,
which is what I'm drinking now.
so that is going to be good. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think there's no mashed potatoes because Deanna and Bridget
No
got
mashed
got the vid. Well, getting tested for the vid. Everyone's getting tested today.
I mean, I was sick for the past 2 weeks, but
Yeah, you probably got it.
and now Erie County mask mandate.
Mask mandate, back at it. I come home, masks are coming with me. I was pissed.
Went to the gym this morning, had to wear a mask.
Yeah.
I go. I had.
They
it in
didn't
my
let us in
po-
Mighty Taco. We went to Mighty Taco yesterday. They wouldn't let us in. I mean, like we walked in and they go, "You guys got a mask?" And I go, "I have one." She doesn't. Like, do you have extras? And they go, yeah, I think so." And they go, "We don't." I go, "You fucking liar." They're all wearing disposable masks. I know you got them.
You got them. Your work has
Yeah.
to
Provide.
provide.
Yeah.
Yes, provide them for you.
So like we just went through the drive-through, of course, because like you're not gonna not get Mighty Taco when you're there. But they asked us, they go, "You can still go through the drive-through." I go, "You don't deserve my business."
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, I'll go through the
Fucking-
drive-through because I
just-
fucking love Mighty Taco.
I'm just lucky I want this food.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had it in my pocket, and I was gonna be like, if I see somebody, I want to see,
Yeah.
what the situation
Right,
is.
right, right. Because you
One,
don't know.
if I see somebody walk in there without a mask, I'm not gonna go in without a mask.
Exactly.
I walk up, I see somebody walking with a mask, and I'm like, okay. Well, let's just see if it's just that one guy.
Right,
Because
maybe
it's not a
it's
crowd. I was at 5:30 in the morning. So
Yeah.
it's like, how many people are here? There's like 10. I get up, sign on the door. Masks are required.
Yeah.
I walk in, masks are required at all times. I'm like, oh my God.
Stupid.
So
I
I'm-
hate it.
I'm running on the elliptical for the first 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
Like sucking into your
just-
mouth.
I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So basically, I was doing what they tell you not to do. Below the nose.
Right. Of course.
Like,
You gotta breathe.
I gotta be able to breathe here. And I one point I was sitting on a machine and my mask was I don't know what it was. I think it was called a back extension.
Uh-huh.
But I took a sip of water. So I pulled my mask down, took a sip of water, and then I was like, all right, let's just get into it. So the back extension, you sit like this, and then you
Right. Yeah.
lean
Yeah.
back.
Extend the back.
Yeah, extend the back. And I was sitting here with like extending my back, pushing like 120 pounds, I think, or 130, whatever. And I don't know if that's a lot.
I don't know.
I don't know how much, like, I was just like, I upped it to like I think I did like one push of 180. So I was like, oh,
It's more than your body weight, right?
yeah.
That's pretty impressive,
So I
I'd
was
say.
like, oh, my back's hurting. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling it where it's like on the thing.
It like highlights in red.
Yeah.
What muscles you're supposed
So
to be
I was
working
like,
out?
I'm feeling it right there. I got to be doing something right. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, as I push back, I'm like, and I lean forward and I breathe in whenever. And I'm like, oh shit, my fucking mask is down. I'm just spitting out of my mouth here. But yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, it sucks. And like I get why they're doing it, right? There's a surge, you don't want the case numbers to go back up. I think it's all call me a conspiracy theorist. I think it's a bit of a hoax here for the holidays, right? Like the holidays are here.
It could be. I don't know.
People are traveling. Now it's not all of New York, it's just Western New York, right? It's just Erie County that's got
I
the
don't know.
mandate.
I mean, I live in Erie County, so that's why I know.
Right.
It's
I don't know if it's all of New York. I think it may just be Erie County. But like again, like it's a lot of travels happening right now. International borders are open, so people from Canada coming down. We're going up to Canada.
Canada was just able to come back in. I bet you is the Canadians.
Maybe the Canadians.
I blame the Canadians.
Fucking Canadians.
Because
sorry, Canadians, but come on.
They were able to now just come back in this past Sunday.
Yeah, it was literally a couple days ago.
Because shout out, Josh Allen cracking open. You see that video?
No. Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah,
yes, I did. Yeah.
He's got the Canadian accent. So I'm gonna, for right now,
we're gonna blame you.
We're gonna blame the Canadians
sorry.
for we're opening our border, and it would make sense if it is just Erie County.
It would make sense if it's just Erie County that's why there was there was a surge likely from travel. Both ways.
I find it insane that they would find that big of a surge within like 4 days.
Right.
So it's like. What
it could be, it could be a number of things.
So there's facts that it could support Canadians coming over, but there's also it's like, okay, you guys just came over. There's that big of a surge already.
So like my thought process is like, okay, in preparation for the holidays, Erie County was just like, hey, there's a surge, right? Numbers are rising.
You put it out for a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
January 1st.
I guarantee at beginning of the year, masks are gone.
Yeah. 2022 will be the year. We all were like, 2021.
Yeah, 2021 was supposed to be our year. 2022 is our year.
2022 is our year.
And if it's not 2023, there's always another year.
There's always another year, except for when there's not.
Well, yeah, when you die. But.
I wanted to bring up. So I went to the Bills game on Sunday.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. me and R.I.P. the Bills. Did not throw up.
Didn't throw up. All right.
Again, I had like.
Sarah would be so proud.
I had like 13 drinks from like 9 a.m. to
Jesus Christ
to like 4 or I probably finished. I finished my last one well before we left. So
right,
I would say like end of the third quarter, I finished my last drink, whatever, because I got unfortunately, a drink in there, 24 ounce pounder, 14.50.
Yeah,
so I bought 3 of them.
That's fucking ridiculous.
So that's 6 drinks right there.
Yeah. And
I had 7 in tailgating. So the funny part of this story is that so where the stadium is.
Yeah.
Stadium, you got Abbott, Southwestern.
Right.
There's a Tim Hortons, then there's a gas station, and then there's Abbott Road, and then KK Food Mart.
Yeah, right.
Right. So my friends, they text me, hey, we're in KK Food Mart. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, Mom, just pull into because it was like you couldn't make a left turn from Southwestern to Abbott. It blocked it off.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, just pull into the Tim Hortons. You make your Yui, go back, whatever, leave, and I'll just walk across. So I had a 12-pack of Tweez.
The hell is Tweez?
Twisted Teas.
Oh.
So I had a 12-pack of Tweez, half and half, kind. And I'm walking. I call Will. I'm like, yo, where you at? He's like, we are if you're looking at KK Food Mart, we're to the right. I'm like, okay. I was like, oh, I see you, blah, 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 waving. So now I get to the intersection and this going this way traffic is stopped. And I was like confused because I was like, is anybody coming into going this way traffic?
Right.
And it didn't look like there were cones there. And, you couldn't make a left turn from Southwestern. So I was like, I don't think so. And it was a red light. So I was like, yeah, whatever. I kind of hesitated to go. And I was like, no, okay, whatever. So then I snuck behind one car, then another one. And I looked both ways. And as I'm kind of walking, I hear another one of our friends yell, come on, put a little pep in your step. So as soon as he says that, I do like a little jog. My box just fucking
Oh
boom.
no.
All 12. I just like fumbled onto the ground. I'm pretty sure from what we found out. Well, so I tried. So this is what happened. So they all fell. They start dying laughing.
Yeah.
And
you're like, fucking help me pick these up.
So I'm sitting here. I try and grab. I have the box in one hand, and I grab like 3. When I grabbed 3, by the time I got to the grass, the sidewalk, I ended up only having 1 in my hand still. So I was like, where'd the other 2 go? I came back, grabbed some more.
All the traffic set.
It's still but stopped. Well, actually, no, it started going because as I'm walking, one gets ran over.
Oh.
Another one gets ran over.
Wasted tease.
So I ended up getting 6 I had 3. Will got 4.
Okay.
We go
7 out of 12 is not bad.
And I knew that I counted 3 smashed on the road.
Okay. That accounts for 10.
Yes. So then we just get over there. They're laughing. I'm like, whatever. Crack open my drinks. I'm like, well, I wasn't as depressed as I thought I would be.
Right.
I was just like, I'm here, whatever. I got 10. So what was like, well, I think I did see 1 more. Let's go check it out. See if because we're missing 2 still.
Right. Yeah.
So let's go look. We go over there. We see one sitting by a cone. I'm like, oh, let's go grab it. And they go, I think the other one is the one that caught like speed and just kept rolling. So we walked down a little bit more to see if we could find it.
Nothing. Just rolled down the road.
So we're like, well, someone's got it. Bangkok's got it now.
Yeah.
And so we come back and we just see the massacre of Tweez on Abbott Road. And I was like, well, whatever. They're like, we're sorry we laughed, but I was like, hey, no,
yeah.
I'd have laughed too.
If any of the drivers had any decency, they would have been like, well, let's swerve around these,
I don't know. No. There was one car that was like, the Tweez. And I was like, I know, man. Like probably the first, like the whole left side of the right lane. If that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, at least 10 cars had to have seen me just have this.
I wish I'd been one of those drivers, just like see you, this random ass kid.
And these people, and they definitely had to have heard the cars that ran over it. Definitely had to heard just that's 12-ounce cannon.
Yeah, it pops.
So
damn.
So yeah, there was that. And funny thing, before we left, I had the 12 pack on the counter. Mom goes, "You're not drinking all of those, are you?" I go, "I hope I do." And well, there you go, Ma.
Yeah, you didn't drink all of them.
I was not able to drink all of them, but I drank 7 of the 8 that I recovered.
Yeah.
One is sitting. Let's see if Will brings it to Friendsgiving.
Oh,
He was sitting in his cooler. So yeah, there was that. Also, as I was telling you yesterday, I don't remember quite the 3rd and 4th quarter.
Right.
I also just kind of stopped paying attention, I think.
When your team's losing, you're not paying so much attention.
Yeah. I watched the highlights today. If you want to call them highlights. But
highlights
not highlights. It was just like,
big moments.
Yeah. I don't know. It's on YouTube and it's just NFL Bills versus Colts week 11. So it's just obviously they show you all the touchdowns, all the points scored and everything. But I watched that and I was like, I'm watching. I'm like, yeah. I was screaming.
Like something's gonna happen.
Well, because I know, I obviously knew we lost.
Right.
Like, I'm seeing these players and I'm like, we're getting we were throwing well. Except for there were 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
2 interceptions. And I watched the one I watched Mackenzie. He fell because the grass was wet. And then when he hit the ground, it just came out. And I was like, I remember that. Yeah. That was probably when I stopped paying attention.
Yeah. I don't know that was a tough thing that was on the return.
Yeah. So I don't know.
That was tough to watch.
And then they get back and they're on the 1 yard line. I'm like, oh, cool. So this game's over.
Yeah. 100%.
But that was started the week for me. And then I came to work and now we're sitting here.
Yeah. Again, I drove up here. So I left. We recorded when? Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
We recorded Thursday. I left Saturday.
I thought
Sunday.
you were coming Tuesday. Honestly, I thought for some reason I thought you were coming Tuesday. You were like, I'm about to pull in the driveway, and I'm like,
Oh, so the original plan was leave Monday, get the car Monday morning, drive here, and I'd get here early Tuesday morning, like stupid early, like 3 o'clock in the morning early. That was the plan. Then Shannon was like, hey, why don't you call the car rental place and see if they can give it to you a day early. Well, that was my idea. I was like, I gave away my Sunday shift. Let me see if I can call and get it a day early. Called. They were like, yeah, you can get it a day early, but it's going to cost you like $600. And I go, fuck that. That was nearly double my price.
What the shit?
Yeah. So I was like, absolutely not. I go, okay, I'll see you Monday morning, 7 a.m. I go, yeah, that's fine. And then so I call Shannon back. I go, yeah, I can't get it a day early. Sorry, like we're not leaving today. This was on Sunday, or this was on Saturday. I was calling them, and so she was like, well, I just thought of something, like call back and see if you can get it right before they close Sunday evening, because then it's like not really any like if you get it first thing when they open, what's the difference really?
Yeah.
And I go, oh, that's a good point. Okay, so I called back, same woman. And I was like, hey, you just spoke to me. I'm just calling. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm just calling to see if I can get it at like 7 p.m. or like right before you close at 7 p.m. on Sunday. I was calling on Saturday. And she was like, so you want to pick it up like right before we close Sunday, the 20th or the whatever the day was. And I was like, yes, if possible, without spending too much or a lot more money. And she was like, well, I don't really know, because it's still like the same. It's still an extra day. And I go, yes,
what time do they open on Monday?
7 a.m.
It's 12 hours.
Yeah.
Instead of 24.
Yeah. So I was like, I understand it's still an extra day, but like, is there any way you can make some sort of like, I'm trying to get on the road before 7 a.m. I got a long drive ahead of me. If there's anything you can do, I really appreciate it. And she was like, well, let me mess with the system a little bit. So she goes in. Mess with the system. I hear her typing a little bit. She's just like, and she's like, well, I can see here that if you were to pick it up today at around 6 or 7 p.m., this was on Saturday, and return it a day earlier on the 27th instead of the 28th, it would cost the same price. So it would give me an extra day on my trip, but it would also make me turn the car in a day earlier.
So it wouldn't give you an extra day at all.
Well, it would. So like I'd have Saturday to Saturday instead of Monday to Sunday. I would have Saturday to Saturday. I'd have a whole like week.
How's that cheaper?
It was the same price.
Oh, how is that the same price?
Because I'd be picking it up at close on Saturday. It was a very complicated thing. So then because she found that out, and this was on Saturday, she was like, okay, call me back tomorrow, because I can see this, that if you shorten your trip by one day, but I let you pick it up today, it's the same price as your Monday to Sunday.
Right.
And I was trying to get Sunday to Sunday. She was offering me Saturday to Saturday. So she was like, call back tomorrow. We'll see what we can do. And I go, okay, sounds good. So the next day, Sunday, I call back at like 11 a.m., let's say. I call and I go, hey, I spoke with someone yesterday. And I knew it was the same woman who answered the phone, but I was just like, I don't know if she remembers me. So I'm going to be like, I spoke with someone yesterday. They told me to call back about getting the car earlier. She goes, oh yeah, I remember you. I go, oh, thank God. Thank you. So I go, yeah, it's like, is it possible? She goes, let me go into the system. Let me mess with it a little bit. I go, okay, mess with the system, please.
Yeah, okay.
And so sure enough, she goes in, she goes, all right, if you pick the car up at 6 o'clock, but we close at 7, she goes, you got to be here before 7. I go, okay, I'll be there at 6. She goes, if you pick it up at 6 o'clock, it'll cost you $372 and some change. Same price I had reserved it for. I go, perfect. And I go, actually, before you go, I go, is there any cast member discount or like AAA discount? I go, I forgot to ask that. And she goes, let me check. And she goes, technically you have to like put that in when you're reserving the car ahead of time. I go, I understand that. I go, if there's not anything, it's not a big deal. And she goes in, she looks, and she was like, yeah, there's a, or she was like, I'll put a note in your file. And when you get here, ask them, like when you pick up the car. I go, okay, perfect. I'll see you at 6. So I get there, I see my piece of paper with my name on it sitting on the counter when I get up to the counter. I go, hi, like I'm here to pick up a car. Guy's very helpful. And I ask him, I go, is there a cast member discount or a AAA discount or anything? And he goes, oh yeah, let me look into that. And he goes, do you have your blue ID on you? I show him. He goes, $325. I go, fuck, it was only like a 10% discount, but it brought it down to $325. So I was like, hell yeah, that's awesome. It
cost you $325. Well, let's say $372 if you were a normal person.
Yeah.
$372 to rent the car for a week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Right. That's like now, like I think for you it'd be more expensive because you have to be You don't have to be 25 years old. But I think they charge you a little bit more if you're under 25. But yeah,
Did you just pick your car?
No, I selected the size that I want. So I selected a full size car because I wanted something big enough to fit me.
It's not a full size car.
Technically, it is. So like what I was expecting was like a Toyota Corolla, right? Like a sedan.
Okay, I mean, okay, I guess, yeah.
So when they gave me that, I go, that's bigger than a Toyota Corolla.
Well, it's taller.
Taller, a little bit longer, I think. I don't know. I have to see a Toyota Corolla. But anyway, so they were like, oh, your car's in spot 25. And I walk out there and I see this like this mini SUV, super mini SUV. And I'm like, oh shit, like,
I mean, it's a cool looking car.
I like it. Yeah.
It's a cool whip around car.
Yeah. And so I was like, this is nice. Not what I was expecting. Again, I was, the car next to it was like a Hyundai Sonata. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, by the way, Toyota Corolla, I'm thinking Toyota Camry. Toyota Camry's longer than I
think so.
Toyota Corolla.
Yeah. So like, I was like, awesome. This is great. Like, plenty of space for the dog. Trunk space is immaculate in this car.
No kidding.
Oh,
dude, that thing looks like it's got nothing.
So much trunk space. I think they expanded trunk space and shortened back seat space.
Oh, makes sense.
So yeah, there's not a lot. Like if I were to sit in the back seat, I'd be uncomfortable because it's like not a lot of leg room.
You got no leg room in my trunk.
Yeah, I bet. But in the trunk, all the leg room.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, I got all the leg room in my bed.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
The bed of a trunk, you get all the leg room.
Yeah. So I got the car a day earlier, and I have it until Sunday. And it cost me the same price. Actually, cost me less money to get it a day earlier because I asked for the discount. So it's pretty good. Drive up we left at like 11 p.m. on Sunday. And I drove for 4 hours. Shannon drove for 4 hours. By that time, the sun came up. So then I drove the next 10 hours. Actually, I think I drove even longer. She may have driven longer than 4 hours. Because we ended up being a 20-hour drive as opposed to 17 and a half.
I can't do long drives at all.
It sucks.
Like
it would have been great if we had 3 people because like then you can alternate who's awake, who's sleeping. With this, like we did alternate, but like it's tough when that other person goes to sleep.
You're like, oh,
you're just like, yeah, that's what I do. What I found is that I was like plucking out these beard hairs back here, and I was like, woke me up.
Yeah, I can't like. Before, I mean, I would have to make sure I get like a good night's sleep.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing and we made the mistake of leaving at 11 p.m. after we had both woken up early that morning.
Right.
Like that was just stupid on our part.
So like, I mean, there would be times where I would drive to Brockport. Now it's only an hour drive,
right?
But like the first half hour, I'm good. And
that's second half hour, it's tough.
It's like the first half hour, it's all throughway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all just boom, whatever.
Yeah.
And I figured, that would be because it's like there's nothing to it. You're just
driving
cruise
straight.
Controls, boom, whatever. And the next half is basically was all like back roads.
Right.
But I'd get to be like 15 minutes away, and I'm like my your eyes do that thing where it's like I can see like
I can see, but I don't feel safe right now.
And you're like,
yeah,
it's a panic attack when I But and then what was it? I drove to Groton for 4th of July.
Oh yeah.
And so Will drove the whole way down there the first time, but on the way back, he drove. I think it's probably like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So we probably split it, and because I told him, we didn't get that. He probably got more sleep than I did, but. We were driving. I was like, if you didn't want to switch at any time, just let me know. We get to let's see. But when we got to where what is that, like the 290?
Yeah.
Comes in. It's like 3 lanes come this way and like 2 lanes are coming in this way. Where everything always backs up for some reason.
Yeah.
Just drive.
When people don't know how to fucking merge, I'm just like, why don't we know how to drive here?
Yeah, it's literally like 290, 3 lanes coming from like Albany area, and then like two lanes going this way, whatever. So like there is when that was like the last time I did like a thing, but like a little before that I was like falling asleep.
Yeah.
At one point Will looked up and he was like, well, he didn't snap his head, but he was just like, You good? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. But it's a scary thing.
There was, so like we were starting to get close to Buffalo on the drive up here. And I was like singing along. I was wide awake because like once the sun came up, it was a lot easier for me to stay awake because like now it's bright out.
Yeah.
Like I'm active. I got a decent amount of sleep while she was driving. And so like we were like getting close and I was singing along to the music and Shanna goes, Joe. And I'm like, yeah. She's like laying down, like all the way back.
Yeah.
She goes, Joe. And I go, yeah. She goes, you awake? I'm like, I'm singing along to the music. Like, yeah, I'm awake. You think I'm like, what the fuck do you think I'm doing? You think I'm falling asleep singing right now? She goes, well, like, I'll fall asleep if I'm singing. I go, no, I'm awake. Trust me, like, I'm good.
There's no way words are coming out of my mouth if I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, it's not a good time. But the drive up, overall, the drive up was probably the easiest drive we've ever done. Because like, again, like that first chunk that I did got us I got us into Georgia, and then I think shortly after there we switched, which is it's about 4 hours ish, and then she got us into Virginia. Once we got into Virginia, I switched and took the drive from Virginia all the way through. I took over because I remember driving under the tunnel or driving through the tunnel from Virginia to West Virginia.
I'd have to do that trip in like 3 days.
Yeah, well, the drive back down, I'm doing it by myself. So like that's gonna take. I'm stretching that out. I'm like, I'm not risking my life.
I mean, I would just whether I wanted to get there. What am I trying to say? Like, you're leaving Friday, you said?
I think so, yeah.
So like, I mean, since it's kind of just like, I got till Sunday to get this car back.
That's exactly like my mindset.
So
that's
like,
why I had it until Sunday, because I originally was like, well, I'll reserve it till Saturday. But I was like, let me get that extra day, because just in case it's like Saturday, like noon, and I'm, 6 hours from Orlando, but I'm exhausted.
Right.
I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
Even though the car's due at 7 p.m. that, like, let's say it was due on 7 p.m. on Sunday or Saturday. And I was like close. I was like, I'm just going to call it. And so I extended that day.
Yeah, because I would, if I were you, so you're leaving Friday night.
Probably,
soon.
yeah. Probably around the same time I left to come here.
So, well, so you're staying at a hotel, or you sleep in the car?
Mom insists I stay at a hotel. She said she'll pay for it, but I was like, I'll sleep in the car. I don't care. I got the dog. Like, dogs aren't allowed in hotels, are they?
Well, it depends. You got to find a place that has a hotel, but like, if you're just looking, because I would be like, if you're leaving Friday night, drive till like, I'm guessing you're just gonna drive through the night.
Well, my plan is, so like, again, like I did 4 hours on the way up, and I was like, I'm calling it. Like I'm exhausted. So if I could do 4 hours, that would get me to West Virginia. I'd be out of Pennsylvania after 4 hours, give or take. That would get me to West Virginia. I don't want to stop in West Virginia, but I'll do it. I'll sleep in a rest center or the welcome center in my car for 4 hours. Wake up, finish the drive.
Well, either way, let's not talk about your whole itinerary, but what I'm my point is that you got till Sunday,
right?
I just be like, I'll stop and fucking
take a nice road trip, right?
Stop in South Carolina, go stop at a bar, I don't know,
do something. I
go
don't
to
know.
Tennessee.
If I can cover a lot of ground on the first chunk of the drive, and I like know that I'm gonna make good time, then I'll hang out somewhere. Like I'll stop.
If you go to Virginia. Is it West Virginia? You do the Blue Ridge Trail.
Yeah.
That maybe we're going to takes you down to Tennessee.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And then obviously that's like a big.
Yeah.
Then you got to come back this way. But
you got time. Yeah, if I got the time. If it's not due till Sunday, then.
Because the whole trail itself is 15 hours. So it's like people split it,
Yeah.
A few days. So it's like you'd have to cut out of there at some point. You're not going to go all
Yeah, I got to be like, I got to escape.
That's not a thing you're gonna do.
Yeah, that's the tough part about the holidays is traveling. Because like, sometimes you want to, flying's easier. Flying's always the easiest option.
Yeah, I hate flying.
Right. I also hate flying. I got the dog. I can't bring the dog on a plane. A little ridiculous in my opinion. It's 2021. Allow dogs on planes.
I think our smoke alarm is going.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, we're good.
But it's like, so like for Christmas, I'm flying. Shit, that reminds me. I have to check the flights after this, after the podcast. Christmas, I'm flying up because Shannon's staying down there, so she'll watch the dog.
Nice.
Yeah, so like that's convenient. I'd like to bring the dog.
She's not
with
going
me.
home.
She's not. No, her mom's coming down there for Christmas.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like flying is just easier because you don't have to worry about as much. You just like get on the plane and get off the
As long
plane.
as you guys are stopped, you get on the plane
Yeah,
for 2 hours.
But the problem with flying is you got to minimize your packing.
I mean, I guess.
Like with the car, I was like, I don't give a fuck what I bring. Like it's all going in a car. So I brought dog food. I brought dog toys, dog treats, dog everything. And then I brought my clothes, didn't care how much I brought extra pairs of shoes, my camera, my microphone, everything that I could think of. I go, no, let's bring it. I almost brought my Nintendo Switch home just because I was like, maybe we'll play some games. But like flying, you're like, okay, what do I not need?
Right.
So like on the flight, when I come home for Christmas, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I gotta pack
What can I
presents.
fit in a suitcase? And
Right.
a carry-on.
Yeah. And if I'm flying Frontier, what can I fit in a carry-on?
But they don't check bags.
They do, but it costs less to check a bag. So I'll probably check a bag and not bring a carry-on. Bring a personal item, backpack, shove that in the seat. That's where usually when my camera goes around my neck, but like I'll bring like my laptop that was in the backpack. All my cables in the backpack.
One day, I'm gonna do like a first class.
Oh God, yeah.
Like, because it's just like one of those things. you
Yeah,
gotta
go
do.
bigger. Like, but I don't even know like what airlines even offer first class.
I don't know. It's gotta be. I gotta go. Like, even if I have to go to, like, I don't know.
Because like I know, like I've flown as high as I don't know how high up in the ranking JetBlue is, but I've flown Frontier, Southwest, JetBlue. That's it.
Well, I mean, and I've been on most of those, Southwestern and JetBlue. I think
Yeah.
I've been on. Nothing special I really
No.
see when I walk on.
No, so I don't think there was a first class. There's no first class on Frontier. There's no first class on Southwestern. There might be like a business class on
Yeah,
JetBlue, but even that's I'm not sure about.
So, like, is it just because we live in Buffalo and no one's taking first class here? Do I have to go
Maybe.
to like fucking?
I'm sure they
LA?
have it. You just got to pay. It's like American Airlines might have a first class. I don't know, and I don't know the difference between first class and coach. It's
Well,
called coach, right?
movies, Yeah, movies make it seem like
Well, JetBlue has movies.
bougie. No, movies.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, JetBlue, they have movies. I said movies. I understood the word you said.
No,
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Make it
Make it seem like first class is where it's at.
so it's like, or it's just like one day I gotta just get a private jet. It's,
Well,
it's either like first class, and if it's like nothing special, then I just have to get a private jet.
Yeah.
They
They
there's
have
no
movies
ifs,
too.
ands, or buts about it. They have movies.
They do have movies. Yeah. I just like, so like I've been on, no, I haven't. The longest flight I've been on was when I went to California for Disneyland. And
How long is that?
well, there was a layover. So like the flight to Colorado was,
You like layovers?
I didn't mind it. It's not,
I love
everybody
them.
makes a big deal. It's not that I'm like, hey, I get to hang out in this airport.
Yeah.
Cool. And I was so like the layover coming back from California, we like from LA to Colorado was like 6 hours. So we stopped at a restaurant, grabbed some food, enjoyed ourselves, walked around, read a book, you fucking relax. I don't get the issue with it.
Yeah, it's like I'm one time to not go to. I mean, I guess if I'm in a rush,
Right. So like if I was coming home, like when I'm coming home for Christmas, like I don't want a layover because it's like it's only a 2-hour flight. A layover makes the trip excessively long. But if it's
there's
already a
layover
long
for
trip-
2-hour flight, that's messed up.
What?
So if there's ever a layover,
Oh, there is. There's always layovers on the trip from Orlando to Buffalo. Not always. Like there are flights that aren't, but like there are some flights that it's like layover in like Texas or something. It's like, why are you flying?
Yeah, I actually.
It seems
had one.
very inefficient.
Me and Dad went to Georgia to South Carolina, Buffalo to Georgia to South Carolina.
Stupid.
Because we were like, in my head, what?
Yeah.
How does that mean? Why couldn't
There was a flight that I was looking at a couple years ago when I was flying up here for something. It went down to Fort Lauderdale from Orlando and then up to Buffalo. I go, that's counterproductive. Why don't you have the plane in Fort Lauderdale first, bring it up to Orlando, then Buffalo? Like, why fly down to fly back up?
There's reasons you got to make sure
guess.
they have like a full
Yeah. I also like there's sometimes you'll have those layovers that are people don't get off the plane. It's the same flight that's going to the next place. So like, for example, if I were to take that layover from Fort Lauderdale to Orlando or to Buffalo, it would be I'd get on a plane in Orlando, we'd
Yeah, you
land in
stay
Fort
on-
Lauderdale, I'd stay on the plane, and I'd fly up to Buffalo.
I hate that.
Yeah, because I'm like, I gotta wait on all these
Yeah.
people to get on the
I'm
plane.
like,
All these people to get off the plane and then
then
on the plane.
if you're sitting like the eye, you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this guy's gotta fucking get in here.
I feel like for something like that, I'd pay for the extra leg room. Which I always consider doing. It's like, $27 on a Frontier
I'm
flight.
sure I would enjoy myself more if I had legroom because, dude, last time I took a flight, I don't know what happens. It's either I gotta be naked or something.
I think you would have some troubles on that one.
Because I get my ears like feel like they want to bleed.
Right, yeah.
Like they want to, they literally get so much pressure in it that it feels like,
I just plug my nose and blow as hard as I can.
dude, it just does nothing. Nothing works.
No, that's yeah.
And so the first, like everything's fine. Right?
Are you sure about that?
Everything's fine when we're buckle up. We're about to take off. Right?
Yeah.
Boom. We're in the air. All right. My ears, maybe there's a little something, whatever. Now we're flying. I don't feel the best,
Yeah.
but then the descent.
That's the tough part.
That's
When you feel the pressure.
That's when I feel the pressure.
Yeah.
And that is literally, I swear to God, my body heat goes from 98.6 to 198.6. I sweat.
So the
profusely.
last flight I was on, I think when I came up here in like July or something. What?
Something burn.
Oh, smoke alarm just went
Yeah.
off. So yeah. The last flight I was on when I came up, I think it was in July. The AC was not on in the plane until like right before we took off. So I was sitting there and I was just like, it's fucking July in Florida.
Yeah.
Turn the AC on. I was not okay.
Dude, I sit there and I'm like, I literally just try and like not move.
Yeah, you're like,
honestly.
if I
I'm
don't
just like-
breathe, talk, or move, I'll be fine.
Just clench and I'm just like, I don't move.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And then I'm like, can somebody bring a drink around? Can I have a Coke, please? And I Sprite.
But like those little jet streams, it's like
Yeah.
nothing.
No, you got to be like,
They don't do anything. They don't do jack
awful. Yeah, I really hate flying, and I wish there was I wish there was a form of travel that was as quick without having to deal with the plane.
Yeah. I would take I want to go on a train though.
Yeah, and like trains would be nice, but they just take so long.
Yeah.
That's the problem is, they're stopping at every freaking station along the way.
Other than that, next best thing is when they invent a hovercraft.
Yeah. Flying cars, I'll take those all the way.
That's probably about it.
Because like, even if you all fall asleep, I feel like it's just gonna keep going forward, right?
You can't run in anything.
Exactly.
Just make it
It's-
higher
you're
than
in the sky.
higher than trees.
Yep. Good to go.
And if you fall, just have a parachute.
Yep.
I don't know if a parachute's gonna do anything. It's
No
gotta
idea.
open up real quick.
Yeah, if you're like that close to the ground.
Yeah. It's gotta open up immediately.
hmm
Because you're not gonna get enough speed. Like if it opens up immediately, then you'll be perfectly fine.
Right.
But if you let
If it
yourself,
hesitates for a second,
yeah, it's
you're hitting that terminal velocity real quick.
yeah, you're done for.
There was something while you were talking, there was something I wanted to say, and I can't remember what it was now.
That was the best of us.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're talking about
I think it was gonna jump back to
Planes.
some sort of Thanksgiving.
planes, trains, and automobiles.
It's a movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never seen it.
Never seen it.
Fuck, what the hell was I gonna talk about? Let me just open up maybe there's something on my phone.
There was something else I was gonna say, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it's just gone now. I always go to like what's trending on Twitter to find out if there's something I want to talk about.
Sponsor us, Harley Davidson.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out.
This is not what I want to talk about, but I'll bring it up because it's trending. You watch Mr. Beast on? You saw that, right?
Yeah, it's still recording.
Oh, I got kicked from the meeting. That's I turned my phone off. We're definitely still recording.
it says it right.
All right, well.
This is what we do live, people.
Yeah, I left the meeting accidentally. Oh well, it's fine.
Somebody would kick us.
I hope so. So, oh wait, Sarah's calling. Hello?
Hey, you guys.
Hey, say hi to the podcast.
Hi, you guys.
So you got your COVID test
I got my COVID test.
and
I don't have COVID.
wow,
Is
congratulations.
that quick?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you got the rapid
I hadn't
test.
seen my best friend in like 7 days. So I was fairly sure that I would be fine, but I am a hypochondriac times 100. So
Right.
I had to go get tested.
Well, hey, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we're sorry that you're not here today, but anything you want to say to the listeners? Oh, Sarah, big news. We're up to 35 subscribers now.
Shut up.
Yeah, we got
It's
another
because
one
I'm a
since
host.
last
I
week.
get it. I get it. It's because of me.
Yeah, no. And the TikTok, the last clip we posted, got 619 views.
Oh my gosh. Does that beat me saying I ate pirate's booty?
Yeah, by 4.
Ugh, dang it. I'm going to go watch my own clip 4 more times. So I keep the record.
All right. Anything you want to say?
Happy Thanksgiving, you guys. It's my least favorite holiday, but some people love it.
Hey,
So
listen,
happy Thanksgiving.
Christmas is starting in 2 days.
Christmas
Christmas
starts
is already started.
tomorrow, honestly. Tomorrow evening. After Dave burps tomorrow, it's Christmas.
Yeah. That's our birth will be good to go.
Yeah.
I'll be listening from my house.
Yeah, you'll hear it.
And I'll hear it and I'll feel when it happens and I'll just know
You'll
that
feel
it's
the jingle
Christmas.
bells inside you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I'm about to go brave the grocery store now on Thanksgiving Eve. So
Oh boy.
send T's and P's my way as I attempt this.
I'm sorry.
So,
What does that mean?
Peas and peas. Please and
thoughts and prayers.
Oh, T's and
oh,
P's.
T's and peas.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we can send your T's and P's.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, have fun.
Enjoy
All
Thanksgiving.
right. Thank you. Enjoy your Friendsgiving, guys.
We will. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Speaking of Thanksgiving Eve, I don't know when we started this. I don't know how we're doing on time.
I
A
have
little
no
before 4.
idea. We got to be. It's up there in the corner as usual. Hello.
We started. Hello. We started a little before 4, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably just a little before 4.
So speaking of friends or Thanksgiving Eve, it is the biggest party night of the
Biggest
year,
bar night of the year. Yes.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like-
I didn't know that till recently when Mom told me like a couple years ago.
Yeah, and I think that's when I heard it, but I kind of forgot about it, and then I was told again,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
So like that, because everybody again traveling, and so everybody comes home and they go to their their local hometown bar that they haven't visited in a year, and everybody just gets wasted.
But like New Year's,
That's right. Like it's hard to believe that, but I think on New Year's everybody's out. So like it may be like New Year's may be the biggest like overall party, like 4th of July, New Year's, but like
what's the biggest bar?
from what I
like,
heard on the radio,
strictly
it's
bar.
the biggest bar night. Everybody's at the bar on Thanksgiving Eve.
Okay.
Which is why I asked Tyler, I go, we gonna be at the bar tonight? And he goes, maybe. He goes, this one's gonna be crazy. So I don't know, but this is the move. But at Potter's, of course,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
we
yeah.
were for dinner last night. Oh, that's what I want to talk about. We were at Potter's yesterday, and there was a bunch of fucking old dudes, like a bunch of like 60-plus-year-old white men.
There's a party.
So we walk in and we have our masks on, right? I open the door. Ben goes, Joe, you go in first. I go, okay. Open the
Hate
door.
walking in that place first.
Yeah. Open the door. Everybody stops and stares. I go, what the fuck up, right? All 4 of us wearing our masks. Me, Nick, Ben, and Shannon. And nobody in there wearing not a mask in sight besides the bartender. And so we all kind of look at each other. We just go, just take it off, sit down, grab a table. And like every single group that walked in after us, they did the same thing. Like they would have their mask on, they'd walk in, people
That's
kind of glance
crazy.
at them, and they'd take
Like,
them right
oh,
off.
shit.
Because you look around and be like, oh, nobody's wearing a mask. Fuck this
Yeah, 'cause
then.
nobody wants to. So it's
Nobody
like,
wants to wear a mask
if
anymore.
it's the norm in there, I'll keep the mask off. If
Yeah.
it's norm, I'll keep the mask
Keep it
on.
on, yeah. But so that's what and so the reason there was a bunch of 60-year-old dudes, apparently it was somebody's retirement party. It was a bunch of like cops. And I go, that's not a problem. None of the cops are wearing masks. We're fine.
Oh.
But they were so loud. I'm like, I'm not a person to complain about loud noises because I'm a kid or I'm a young adult.
Yeah, right.
So like if it's loud, I don't mind that much. but like we were in there and we couldn't hear each other speaking at our table. It was so loud in there. And then Shannon brought up a very good point. She goes, if I just tell them all that if they all talk quietly, nobody has to talk loudly. And I go, that's a very good point. Like if everybody brought it down, nobody would have to be up here. But it's one person at one point was just like, and then everybody had to talk at that level to hear everybody else.
Above that.
Yeah. So it just got progressively louder. And it was like unbelievable. Tyler was talking to me at one point. I go, I'm sorry, what are you saying to me right now? Plus on top of the mask that he's wearing, I can't hear anything he's saying.
He was
he had to wear a mask because yeah. So, but what I was about to say before Sarah called, do you watch Mr. Beast on YouTube?
No.
Oh, do you know who he is though?
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Beast, right? Everybody knows who he
He's
is.
gonna give me my first $1 million.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he's doing his Squid Game thing. He replicated the entire set of Squid Games.
Okay.
And is doing like his own Squid Games without the actual death. I hope.
I would hope.
Yeah, and I don't watch a lot of his videos. Almost never watch his videos, but I think I'm gonna watch this one because I want to see like what they do and what the price is like, because the prices that he gives out are insane.
Yeah, like a new house,
new car, new house,
TV,
$1 million.
yeah.
Just here you fucking go. Go into a Best Buy, as much stuff as you can fit in this square is yours.
Oh yeah,
ridiculous.
I remember watching a video. It was like as much the amount you could. That's what it was. It was that he gave you a like black like Visa card, like debit card or whatever,
right,
credit card, and he told them there's a certain amount on here. If you go over, you get nothing. But if you go, you put as much stuff in your card, but if you go over, you can't get all the stuff. He didn't tell him there was no limit to
wow.
So no matter what, nobody was gonna go over.
Right.
So I was like, dude, but if somebody told me that and like I was getting all this stuff, I'd be so like I would be timid on
yeah, you're like, okay, do I need this? Do I really want like,
because like I'm like, what if the limit was like $1,000?
Right.
I put TV, gaming console, and whatever. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like
you're not buying much. Yeah.
So it's like, but now there's no limit. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. That's like information. I would just be like, fuck it, I'm going right. Big,
I just put everything in.
Yeah. If I can't get it, I can't get it, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to like, it's crazy that the things he comes up with and the money he spends on his videos in order to like make the content that he makes, which just gives him even more money every single time.
Yeah, he's a bitch. Just because I want his money.
Just because I want his money.
Like, just give me some money. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, come to where does he live?
I have no idea where he's from.
I think he's from North Carolina.
Maybe.
I think that's where he lives. I'm like, come visit Buffalo,
Yeah, take a trip. We got some cool shit here.
Give our city $1 million to do something. I don't know.
We need it, please.
Gosh.
Buy
the Buffalo Bills.
God. But yeah, that I want to watch the Mr. Beast Squid Game because like that's gonna be. I didn't watch Squid Game. Squid Games.
Don't care to watch it.
I'm sure I will at some point. It's just like I always have an issue with like when I'm watching something that's in a foreign language, which originally I think this is Korean or I don't know if I think it's Korean, but like the audio, the English like dubbed version, it very obviously does not line up with their mouths, and I have a problem watching that because I'm like I don't like that.
I've watched one foreign thing and I didn't mind it. It was
you watched that Spanish
Spanish one.
Yeah,
Money Heist.
Yes, I did not. I watched the first episode and I go, I can't. I turned it off halfway through. I go, I can't watch this.
It didn't bother me.
Yeah, it bothers the crap out of me. But yeah, I want to watch that. Shout out Mr. Beast. Please, come on the podcast, Mr. Beast. Shoot us some money. Shoot us a sponsorship. Just come on the podcast, honestly, and promote our podcast. We'll take the rest.
Tweet at me.
Yeah. Anything.
DM me. I'll take a DM.
Take a Tesla.
You're not a bitch, but you are a bitch. Because you have so much.
Just want the money.
Anybody who has that much money.
Yeah. But back to the phone call with Sarah. Your burp's coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you're preparing yourself.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a good one. I mean, if I really want it to be a good one, like
you gotta like chug like
I'm gonna have to get like
pop
root beer.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
root beer
yeah.
Does it for me? I don't know what it is about root beer.
Well, with that being said, today's Wednesday. We're recording this episode. We didn't want to record tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving.
Wednesday, my dudes.
It is Wednesday. So we're recording the day early, so this is still coming out Friday. So like Thanksgiving, it'll already be Christmas when we upload this episode.
Yes.
But so speaking in past tense, I guess, let's say I'm in Friday now, right? For those of you that heard Dave's burp yesterday, congratulations.
Happy birthday.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It'll be a joyous Christmas season.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, so I'm like thinking about tomorrow, like how I'm gonna prepare, like food wise, so obviously I'm gonna eat a lot tonight, which means tomorrow morning I gotta make sure that I take a hefty dumparooski.
And you also gotta make sure you have little snacks.
Yeah, gotta have a couple peanuts.
You gotta
prepare
to train.
Yeah,
like whatchamacallit. Stretch
the stomach. Yeah, stretch every muscle.
Yeah, stretch,
including the stomach. So I don't think the stomach's a muscle, but you gotta stretch it.
Yeah.
Because
it's like stretching before a workout. You stretch out.
Yeah.
Then you work out.
Mm-hmm. And so like that's the plan, is right. Like we're gonna have garbage can turkey,
roast beef.
That's
my idea.
That's pretty much the only big things and the rolls, of course. I'm not eating
potatoes,
much.
corn, stuffing,
corn. Don't like stuffing.
Gravy.
I love gravy. And then after that, I'm considering doing some Black Friday.
I work.
Yeah, that's gross. That's real tough.
Don't work tonight.
But you don't work tonight.
Yeah,
because there's no mail tomorrow.
Because today's Thursday, in my book.
Okay, that's weird.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So, yeah, I might go Black Friday shopping because I'm trying to buy new boots for myself. Black Friday is all about me this year. Not buying gifts for anybody else. I need new boots. Yeah, need new boots. Need some new sneakers because these ones are ratty as hell. And Shannon and I are looking at getting a new TV for her downstairs because I'm potentially moving in, right? Not potentially. I'm pretty sure I'm moving in January, like 99% positive, unless something crazy happens. I'm moving in. So that's the plan, is look at all that stuff, because obviously Black Friday, they got best TV deals you'll see all year.
Yeah.
So I think that's the plan. And then on Friday, take another.
I could hit up early morning Black Friday.
That's a good point. There you go.
Get out at 5, go straight to
best Black Friday I've ever had. I think it may have been the same night we went to Target with the Keens. We went to the Galleria Mall.
Remember we went to Cabela's?
Oh yeah, that was a fun time.
That was we got like $5.
Yeah,
$10.
something like that. Gift card. Yeah.
Socks.
Oh, I got that. Yeah. But there was one year we went to the Galleria Mall, and I got Chinese food because I didn't eat Thanksgiving dinner because I didn't feel good after the night before when I came home from college and went to the Potters and drank on the biggest party of the year. Yeah. I didn't feel great the next day. I think that was technically my first hangover. I don't really know if that was a hangover or not because I was like so young at the time. I had nobody to talk to about it.
I'm sure
it was. But I was able to like function.
Yeah, I'm able to function.
Well, I just couldn't eat dinner, and then I had coffee after dinner, and I felt great. I was like, if I'd had this 10 hours earlier, I would have known. But that Black Friday, I had Chinese food at the mall, and I like scarfed it down because I didn't eat Thanksgiving dinner. It was so fucking good. Japanese food.
Yeah, I mean, I could chow down some double teriyaki.
Oh, double teriyaki with the fried vegetables.
Fried. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Rice over rice.
Yeah, rice, vegetables, and
pork fried is the Chinese.
Yeah, Japanese don't pork fry.
I could chow down.
Yeah, it's so good.
Double chicken teriyaki.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to some Black Friday. I don't have money. Well, I get paid tomorrow, so I'll have a decent amount of money. But rent's coming up, so I got to pick and choose. Do I buy Black Friday shop? Do I go Black Friday shopping, or do I pay rent?
Well, I mean, if you'll buy it now, it's gonna be
I'm sorry.
If you don't buy it now, it's gonna be more expensive later.
That's my thought process, right? Like if I don't, and now I need the boots, and I do. They're work boots. I don't just need boots to buy boots. My boots have holes in the soles.
What'd you do to them?
They're like 7 years. They're the same Timberlands I bought from Pat Tracy a million years ago. You were there with me.
No, I don't.
Yeah, Foot Locker.
Oh
boots.
yeah.
And
so what, they should last you.
They have all these years.
7 years?
It's probably been longer than that. May have been 7. Either way, I wear them every single day at work.
Oh yeah.
For the past 2 years, I've worn them every single day. So like they have holes in the middle of the soles on both boots. And so like I thought about just like buying like a tire patch and just slapping that on there. That'll probably work. But like I don't mind getting new boots. If I'm gonna get the use out of them.
You should get Tim Pros.
I've looked, I don't like the look of them.
Steel toe.
I don't need steel toe. I work at Disney World.
What if a truck runs over your foot? Steel toes.
That shouldn't happen because we take precautions for that to not happen.
Accidents.
Well,
That's why they're
yeah.
called accidents.
That person gets fired and I get a new toe.
You wouldn't need a new toe.
If I had steel toes, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
steel
right.
toes.
I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I'm looking forward to Black Friday. Almost as much. Almost. It's close, but it's the turkey tomorrow is what I'm looking forward to the most.
I thought you were going to say Cyber Monday.
Oh, well, that's fun and all, but
I don't do much shopping.
I don't, and I should. It's just
Should,
like it's
probably.
hard to cram it in 2 days.
I just don't know what anybody wants.
Yeah, that's the tough part is nobody knows what they want by Thanksgiving.
Yeah, what are we doing?
The siblings?
Yeah.
No idea. We'll figure that out.
Figure it out. Excuse me.
Jesus.
There it is. There's this.
There's the burp, ladies
there's
and
the,
gentlemen.
foreshadowing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like we're good to wrap it up here. It's a good episode.
Do
We can do some trivia. Oh, I should call Sarah back for the trivia. What did she say she was doing to the grocery store?
just text him.
I'm gonna call her. Pull
Hold on, let's
trivia.
figure out the question first.
Yeah.
Then what am I doing?
Share screen.
Figure out the question. We'll refresh this. Pick a number.
24.
15, 18. Which country is there?
Commandaria wine region. Commandaria.
Probably Commandaria.
Calling Sarah back here. Hope she fucking. Oh, look at that. She answered. No, that's quick.
Hello?
Hi, Sarah. We figured we'd call you for the trivia because it's last week, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the question is, in which
Before the grocery store.
okay, in which country is the Commandaria wine region?
How do we?
Commandaria wine region.
Commandaria. Have you guys answered?
No, not yet. I'm about to
No.
put my answer in.
We're thinking.
Give me 1
So we
second.
Figured we'd let you get in on this.
Jesus Christ.
What does it mean by region?
Region is just like that's like the region of that country is the wine region.
So it's looking for a country.
Looking for a country. That's all it's looking
One
for.
second, guys.
Okay. Commandaria. I'm thinking Commandaria. What language is that?
Don't ask me. I know my answer.
It's not really common. That's commandaria.
Diarrhea.
The diarrhea.
That's what I'm hearing. Diarrhea.
In which country?
Commandaria.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Can I tell a weird weekly story?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm sitting in the Trader Joe's parking lot, waiting to go into the grocery store, and some guy just comes up and knocks on my window.
The hell did he want?
And I'm like, and he goes, I think that I should just let you know that we were driving behind you and you have no tail lights unless you step on the brakes. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I don't really know what that means. I just got my car back today from the auto repair shop. So I don't know what the hell that they just touched, but I've never had that happen to me in my whole life. I'm so nervous.
You sure
So
your lights are on?
your lights are definitely on, right, in your car?
Oh no, they weren't.
Now go check your tail lights.
I put them back onto auto, so they should. Oh, I can see them in the.
Well, there you go.
Okay. But I've never had a stranger come up and tell me something was wrong with my car.
Well,
Well, they're trying to do the right thing.
yeah, it was a nice man. Definitely a little weird for him to just knock on your window,
Definitely a
but
nice man, but I was just like,
you're like, what the hell do you
I,
want?
I put you guys on mute super quick. I was like, what is happening?
All right, Dave, do you have an answer?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the classic Spain.
I also put Spain, as you can clearly see on my
Oh,
phone.
I honestly was not
It's
looking.
all right.
I was torn between two, which Spain was neither one. I'm gonna go Paris.
Paris.
That's what the other one was France.
So France. Okay, so the answer here is
France is my other one.
Cyprus. Where is Cyprus?
Greece.
Is it?
Dude,
I could just look like an idiot. I don't know.
Isn't Greece its own country?
yeah, but
It
Cyprus
is,
could
but
be a
Cyprus,
city.
isn't that in?
Yeah, but it's in which country? It said Cyprus is
in
a
the
country.
Middle East.
Middle
Oh, I didn't
East.
hear the country part.
Well, it says which region. It's near Turkey, Syria, Iraq, Egypt.
So am I closest?
Oh fuck, you might be by like. It's hard to tell. France and Spain are right on top of each other.
I know, but I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up Cyprus to.
France.
I don't know why I can't get directions to Cyprus.
Well, technically, she would.
You're right. Yeah.
Well, no. She said Paris. Let's just put that
Dude,
into spread.
The country. It said country, so I mean France.
All I'm saying, if we just took the capitals of our regions, you do Madrid and Paris.
No,
Okay.
because then you win.
Well, I don't know. Honestly, it's just I don't know.
Because then
No.
I just flat out win.
I think looking at the furthest point of France.
Yeah, she got it.
Yeah, you got it. Jesus.
Blew out your microphone there.
All right, so Sarah got 2 points, and we
Oh.
didn't. Dude, let me double check here. Sarah has 2, 4, 6, 7. Dave, you had 1, 2, 3, 4. I had 2, 4, 6. Damn it!
Oh,
Damn it!
yeah.
All right, so Sarah, you got it. You get to choose food, and we'll pay for it.
Sounds. What I'm hearing is you guys pay for next Chipotle Thursday.
I think that's
We
what
can do Chipotle Thursday for you.
I'm excited.
All right.
Got something to be thankful for today.
All right, we'll talk to you.
All right, bye, you guys.
See ya. Fucking god damn it.
I was gonna say France, man. I was gonna say France.
Yeah, should have said it.
But even if I tied, she would have won.
She would have won, yeah.
Yeah. So no matter what.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Can we click on who's the world's richest duck really quick? I just want to know that.
Donald,
Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, that makes sense.
who wrote Christmas Murdering Mr. Whatever. I can't read. Andrew, no, whatever.
All right. Well,
You can find me at _Dave Turkey _ follow Shuffle Podcast on TikTok. Wait, what?
on TikTok at the
Yeah, whatever. On TikTok at Shuffle Podcast. Weekly, Sundays, Mondays. And eat of the week. Well, turkey and roast beef.
yeah. Tomorrow's turkey is
Yeah,
the winner.
just
Like,
gonna have to,
yeah, it's a
assume-
future thing. Yeah.
Assume that it's gonna be good.
There's nothing better than the turkey we're about to have. Although I guess next week would be tomorrow's turkey.
Next week would be
Next,
it
yeah.
would be
So pick a
this.
different thing.
Pizza and wings.
Oh yeah, from the other night.
Well, wasn't the best.
Certainly good though. You started out your follow stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you guys know where to find Sarah.
Right. Yeah. Shout out Sarah's. You'll see it in a week Instagram, photography
Yeah.
or disposable camera Instagram.
Sarah Bayless.
Sarah
3
Bayless,
A's.
3 A's. There you go. Her eat of the week is probably Chipotle from last week,
Yeah.
Thursday or something like that.
Right.
You can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky _photography. My regular Instagram is Secret Agent Sharky, and then my YouTube channel at Joe Sharky. My eat of the week is, I thought it was gonna be the pizza and wings right after you said that. But it's gonna be the wings I had last night at Potter's. They were real crispy.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
I've
delicious.
had some good ones. I've had some bad wings there,
Really?
but I've had some good wings.
No, those are real good. Very, very crispy wings. Big fan. Shout out Potters. Sorry. And yeah, you can follow the podcast on Twitter at CSG Pod. That is CSGPOD. Follow us on or subscribe to us on YouTube at The Shuffle Podcast. Like Dave said, follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast. And of course, follow and subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, both at The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys next week, and happy Thanksgiving from us and from Sarah, of course. We hope it's fun. We hope you get stuffed, and we hope you hear Dave's burp around the world.
Yes.
Shout out burping. All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Fucking wrap this shit up.